In Antarctica, where millions of square miles of ice blend into a wilderness of white, only penguins are truly at home. Much of this shifting snowscape is as uncharted as the day explorers first sighted it almost 200 years ago. Now, Paul Morin and his colleagues are filling in the blank spots at the bottom of the world. They're making digital maps of Antarctica, using unclassified imagery supplied by the U.S. intelligence community.
This is an extraordinary opportunity for us because we can now see one of the most inaccessible places on Earth on demand.
The imagery comes from the U.S. National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, which handles national security mapping data for the CIA and the Defense Department. Every month, the agency buys commercial satellite data to supplement material from the government's own secret surveillance systems. It shares the unclassified imagery with government-funded scholars after first blurring it as required by law. Researchers are using that satellite data to track penguins and seals across the coldest region on Earth, without disturbing them and without leaving home.
The wildlife possibilities using the satellite imagery seem to be almost endless. We're learning more and more.
Last year, biologists at the British Antarctic Survey discovered that older satellites could see penguin guano from orbit 423 miles in space. Telltale stains on the ice revealed 10 previously unknown emperor penguin colonies, home to thousands of birds. The new imagery is 900 times better. And for the first time, mappers like Mr. Morin can track changes in Antarctica from one day to the next.
If we hear that there is an ice shelf breaking up, all we have to do is an email or a phone call. And if the weather permits, we can have pictures of ice shelves breaking up, volcanoes erupting, penguins moving around.
Funded by the U.S. National Science Foundation, Mr. Morin and his colleagues also are merging the latest data with archives of old aerial photos, vintage charts, and new precision ground surveys into dynamic digital maps that document Antarctica's changing landscape.
So you can see lake levels go up and down, you can see glaciers surge and recede, all from imagery that was never intended to measure those things.
On the trackless ice of Antarctica, the distances often are deceptive, and a compass can't be trusted. The ice itself is always on the move. With these satellites, researchers can see it all with new eyes. At McMurdo Station in Antarctica, for the Wall Street Journal, I'm science columnist Robert Lee Hotz.